There's always been fraud in hiring, but it's one of those deals. If it's too perfect, it's probably to be questioned on some level.
And there are some key elements that, like being to listening to people, taking care, having, the willingness to do the things right. That's
In activity, both in mental activity and physical activity, sometimes people over-index on one and don't do the other.
exactly. And, and all is about a balance.
The key to HR is recruiting. If you get recruiting right, HR is easier. If you get recruiting wrong, HR is harder.
What I like, and from our clients, for anyone, is really, the harsh feedback.
Yeah, me too.
And the harsh feedback, but people who are very upset, but who care.
Yes, they care enough to tell you the truth.
My father teach me there are 4 things, very simple things. Good sleep, like you need to have activity, and activity, mental activity and physical activity. You don't need to do like something very, very difficult. You also need good food and also purpose.
Hey, it's William Tincup and Philip. See, Philip?
Exactly.
I'm gonna get it, people. Do us a favor and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
The founder and the CEO of Outside. It's an agentic AI for recruiting,
Oh, cool.
and it's an orchestrator of a lot of different agents to post, agent resource, enrichment, and to screen, and of course contact candidates.
Oh, I
So
love it. I love it. I'm a big fan. So let me ask you the question that's obvious for you. What's the biggest challenge in the recruiting? What are they facing right now? Biggest challenge, biggest hurdle.
it's maybe how to manage the way the candidates are using also AI because there are a lot of adaptation that need to be done.
Yeah. My wife was asking me about this the other day because she saw a candidate doing, their eyeballs were all over the place. And I said, the technology, a lot of technology, they can track a lot of that stuff. They can see that you have multiple browsers open. They have AI technology that can sense out AI answers and things like that. She's like, really? I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot of fraud. There's always been fraud in hiring, but it's one of those deals is if it's too perfect, it's probably to be questioned on some level. Let me ask you, in no order on these, is a leader born or are they made? Like, do you believe there's any natural born leaders?
I think they are both.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, so
Pull your mic to you.
yeah, it's better like
Yep.
yeah, okay. So I'm not an expert, so I can't. But what I can say is that normally when you can learn, of course, how to be a leader.
Right.
But of course, to be a leader, you also need things that are on I would say behavior, and that's some of the things you don't have in some key things like courage to speak, courage to to raise things when of course things are not going the right direction. And by the way, sorry for my bad French accent. Yes,
No, 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 no. Your English is much better than my French, so you're good.
I don't know your French, so, so
Especially in
I will trust
Paris.
you.
A lot of judgment in Paris on my French, but when I get to the south of France, it's not as bad.
So that thank you for that. But that's that I would say there are some key elements that like being listening to people, taking care, having the the willingness to do the things right. There are
Right.
things that you need to have. So, and I'm not able to tell you if it's really that you take it in when you are born, or if it's really based of education, or that's something
That's why there's no right answer to it, because so much of it is what people's experience with leaders has been.
That's right.
And so you mentioned this really key thing like courage and communication and learning and things like that. So that's wonderful. When you need to recharge your battery, so let's say you're running them really fast, you need to recharge your battery. How do you go about that? How do you recharge personally? How do you recharge your battery?
I would say my father teach me there are four things,
Okay.
very simple things.
Okay.
Good sleep, like you need to have activity.
Yep.
And activity, mental activity and physical activity.
Yep.
You don't need to do like something very, very difficult. You also need good food.
Yep.
Yeah? And also purpose.
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 That just sounds like French life right there. You just described to me. You mentioned art, culture, cheese, great looking women. I mean, you pretty much covered the gamut of being French right there. But actually, I love the idea of in activity, both being mental activity and physical activity. Sometimes people over-index on one and don't do the other.
Exactly. And, and all is about a balance. That's...
Okay. Okay. So how's the conference been for you so far?
For us, is great, because we are in a agentic for recruitment, so we have so many good conversation with the recruiters or people experts in this area that it was funny that they listened to someone complaining that oh, it's too much about recruitment, but
Right.
for us it's great.
That's right. I've told people this bit, the key to HR is recruiting. If you get recruiting right,
Exactly.
HR is easier. If you get recruiting wrong, HR is harder.
It's like, yes, it's so important. And
got to get it right. Got to get it right.
Mm.
As a leader yourself, how do you learn? How do you learn best? Do you learn by failure? Do you learn by other people kind of giving you feedback? Do you learn by mentors or good experiences, bad experiences, etc.?
What I like, and from our clients or for anyone, is really the harsh feedback.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, and the harsh feedback, but people who are very upset,
Yes,
but who care.
yes, they
Yeah.
care enough to tell you the truth.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm of that camp. Solicited negative feedback. So I want to ask you, okay, so tell me straight, what am I doing wrong? What's something I'm doing that's making you mad? That type of stuff. And I love it when people will tell me, they'll go out on a limb and they'll tell me everything, and it's like they're risking, they're being vulnerable by telling me all of that stuff. So I learned that way as well. Well, Philip, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
I thank you.
And carving it out for the audience. And thanks for the audience for listening and watching. And bye from Sherm Talent.
Yeah, we'll be no longer. So.
All righty.